My connection with the Millinocket Memorial Library goes back about 70 years, and I grew up on the next street on Katahdin Avenue, and at that time I could go through two backyards across a very safe street, Main Avenue, and then skip down over the hill and go into the library, which was then located on Central Street behind various drugstores. I loved being there. I was the fifth of 6 children, and my older siblings all read to me. My parents read to me. I loved books. And it was wonderful to be able to come to a place where those dear ladies, Dorothy Airy and Mary Kiley, would just tell me in hushed tones where all the great books were. And I just loved it. And I would spend hours on end here. And so it was wonderful when my husband and I came back to Millinocket to be teachers, and we found a brand new library on the next street. So our kids only had to go through 2 backyards and across a safe street to get to the library. And they too spent many, many, many happy hours at the library because it was a safe place to come to, and they could get books for free. Libraries are such wonderful, egalitarian places. You don't have to be the richest person in town. You don't have to have influence. You just have to be. And I love that about my library in all of its 3 configurations in my life.
It was just over 50 years ago that we bought our camp just outside of Millinocket. At that time, our children were ages 2 and 4, but it didn't take long to discover the library. They became avid readers and enjoyed the summer reading program here when Mrs. McDonald worked downstairs. And we, of course, enjoyed the adult books. During that time, we would always get a library card according to when we arrived in the summer. If we were early, which was difficult in the school days, we would get a card with a number such as S, which meant summer. The earliest I had was 94. We were S7 at that time, but we eventually worked our way up to S1, which we enjoyed having, and the help always got a chuckle out of that.
I've witnessed what the amount of children that are going through this place in a day. It's running quite differently than the libraries when I went to the library when I was a child. It was shh, 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 be quiet, be quiet. Mm-hmm. You were seen and didn't talk. And here it's all controlled talk. It's really very good, and the children get along well with everybody as well as the people that are working here. That's another big plus for the library. We have some excellent people here every day to tend to people, and go out of their way to help people, so we're very fortunate.
I view the library as the community center, and I've always really been excited by Matt's vision for the library as a community center, almost as a one-stop shopping for all your community resources. And because I work in public health, I think of ways for people to be able to stay healthy, to be healthy, and the library definitely comes to mind when I think about connecting our community members to resources, whether now through the Gear Library, it's to promote physical activity, or any other kind of resources, perhaps even just to link to our local food cupboards, or for other digital or print media.
My name is Tim Caverly. I'm a Maine author. I live in Millinocket. My wife Susan is a resident from town. The library, one of the amazing things to me is that we were just a few miles from one of the major wilderness areas in the United States that people from all over the world visit, and yet we have a library with all the modern conveniences. It's roomy, it's accessible, the technology is here, and they've got a wide selection of our books, which we particularly like to see whenever we come in. And so We've used the library a lot. In the last few years, my wife and I have given programs throughout New England at a number of libraries, and we truly feel that the library is the center of a community.
My mom used to work just volunteer everywhere around here, so I was constantly here with her when I was bored and didn't want to stay home. Not to mention like the free bag lunches, where how we would constantly come and eat during the summer, especially. And quiet place. My house is very loud. But mostly it was mom. With her constantly volunteering here. It was a place for her. It was like, hey, where's mom? Library. All right, I'm going down.
Yep.
Plus, the summer reading program was my life when I was younger. To me, the library is a place where you can just be you, hang out, explore interests, have a support system. That's how I put it.